Old Grumpy Hunter here. While processing my deer, I found 2 bullets. Some of you know that I killed a deer late on opening day of what's called the modern gun season in Kentucky. It was about a 100-yard shot, and of course he ran off. It only went about 20 yards, but it had to be through a jungle of almost 6 feet tall grass and a fenced tree line. I found him laying on the mowed path I used to get to my primary blind. When I found him, he was not yet dead. I put a second round in him to speed up the process. This deer had a small 6-point rack, a long way from being a trophy deer. Anyone who knows me, I don't hunt for trophies, and I don't have any mounts in my house. Like most, I field dressed him and hung him up to age, but even with an 8-to-1 block and tackle, it was not easy to getting him up. Due to the fact that the temperature forecast for that night was going to be in the mid-50s, I quickly skinned and cut him up and put him under ice in one of my large coolers and left him there for 6 nights. I've been talking to my friend Rich Wilson from Death by Bungee, and he was teasing me about getting a pass-through with my rifle. I did have one of my crossbows with me that day for a couple of reasons. One, the late crossbow season for turkey opened the same day, and it was still crossbow season for deer. 2, my plan was to shoot either a turkey or a deer with a crossbow if one got close enough when accepting my invitation to come home to have dinner with my family.
You came into view, right then I knew that you were the one for me. We chatted a while and you made me smile with my shotgun on my knee. I led you on and invited you home to have dinner with my family. But I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not that kind of girl. I won't play your games like the other teams, 'cause I'm not that kind of girl. Ow!
When processing him, I discovered that the meat on the outside of the ribs in some parts was 3/4 of an inch thick, and the belly meat looked like bacon. As I was working on the body of the deer, I found a bullet. My first thought was, I can get a pass-through, and just continued working getting the meat off. When I was removing the left back strap, I felt a lump in it, and upon examining it, I found a second bullet. A quick look at that bullet told me it was not mine. When visually comparing the 2 bullets, it looked like I had one of my 7mm and a 30 cal, a 308 of some type. Where the second bullet was found, I didn't see any trauma to the deer, nothing. No broken ribs or vertebrae. And when inspecting the pelt, there was no holes or obvious scar. Let's fast forward. After the deer was packaged and in the freezer, along with everything being cleaned up, I decided to use my vernier caliper on the second bullet to verify my thoughts about the caliber. I was surprised to find out that it was not a 308, but a .277. Wait a minute, if the larger is .277 and I was using a 7mm or a .284, then what was the other smaller bullet I pulled out first? That one measured to be .264. The 2 bullets, the one measuring .264, is a 6.5mm bullet of some type. The second, .277, that came from a 270 rifle of some type. Either of those should have killed the deer, but he was walking around like he didn't have a care in the world. Looking at the bullets, I have to believe that the 270 was in the deer longer than the 6.5. I say that because both were stained, but the 270 appears darker to my eye. An inspection of the pelt showed no fresh wounds. I'm thinking that deer was walking around for at least 2 years with bullets in him. He was tough. He was a survivor of the woods.
Oh no, not again.
Thank you for watching this Old Grumpy Hunter presentation. please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to push the notification bell. Until next time, aim small, miss small.